I knew her as a sweet, outgoing young lady. Always outside playing with her kids. And she used to love to bring her little son over here and watch my dog, her little boy. And I just knew her as a outgoing, pretty sweet young lady. Hopefully we find out who did it so we can kind of get the family some closure.
She was deceased in her bedroom, on her bed, from an apparent gunshot wound. It was multiple, that's all I'll say. The city processed the scene for 3 or 4 hours. Like I told her mother, no parent should have to bury their child.
Family members, close family members, actually made that horrific discovery earlier this morning around 7. They say that they found Miss Keyirra in her home with multiple gunshot wounds. It's not known at this time how many gunshot wounds, but we just know that she was shot multiple times. And also some more heartbreaking news. We're learning that she was 5 months pregnant. It happened right here at this home behind me. As you can see, we are on Carroll Drive here in Sumter. Again, just a very horrific story here. We're finding out that the victim was 25 years old. She was a graduate from Central Carolina Technical College. She just was penned last week, a nursing student. I mean, had so much ahead of her, so much life ahead of her, and it ended so tragically here. We don't know too many details about what led up to this shooting or what may have caused it. We just know that police are currently looking for a suspect, and they're asking if you know anything about what may have happened to please reach out to them.
Welcome to American Crime, Femicide channel. Please like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell for future uploads. Sumter, South Carolina, a city teeming with culture and promise, yet stained by the blood of its own residents. Keyirra Walker, a vibrant soul amidst the community, met her tragic end in the very heart of this beloved city. Raised alongside her siblings in the embrace of South Carolina's warmth, she reveled in the joys of Sumter's offerings. But to many, she was more than just a girl who loved to have fun. She was a devoted mother, a beacon of strength in the face of adversity. After welcoming 2 children into her life, Keyirra's focus shifted to providing for her family, to ensuring their well-being at all costs. She spoke passionately of her dreams to further her education, to secure a better future for her children, to break free from the shackles of poverty that threatened to hold them back. The opportunity to enroll in a pharmacy technician program at Central Carolina Technical College seemed like a beacon of hope, a chance to turn her aspirations into reality. With unwavering determination, Keyirra embarked on this journey, juggling the demands of motherhood with the rigors of academic pursuit. Despite the challenges she faced, she persevered, graduating from the program with pride on May 3, her dreams within reach. But fate had other plans. Less than 2 weeks after her momentous achievement, Keyirra's life was brutally cut short. In a chilling act of violence, she was gunned down in her own home, leaving behind a shattered family and a community in mourning. The details of her death paint a harrowing picture. A young woman, fully dressed, gunned down in her own bedroom by an unknown assailant. As if the tragedy were not enough, we learned that Keyirra was 5 months pregnant at the time of her death, and her unborn child did not survive. The anger and outrage that permeate our community are palpable. How could such a heinous act be perpetrated against a woman so full of life and promise? Who could commit such a despicable crime, robbing not only Keyirra but also her unborn child of their futures?
We are starting tonight with breaking news just into our information center. A Sumter police officer says a pregnant mother of 2 was found shot and killed inside her home this morning.
They say officers were called out to the home before 7:45 after family members found 25-year-old Keyirra Walker unresponsive inside her home on Carroll Drive. Officials tell News 19 the incident is isolated and most likely happened between her and someone she knows.
An autopsy is scheduled for later on this week.
Well, WIS covering breaking news on WIS News at 6. An investigation at this hour in Sumter County after a mother of 2 who was pregnant with her 3rd child was found dead in her home this morning.
Sumter police say family members found 25-year-old Keyirra Walker at her home.
That is where our Ashley Jones is this evening. Ashley, I know you arrived there on the scene just a short time ago. Tell us what you've learned so far about this investigation.
At the close family members. Yeah, just a very horrific story here, Judy. We're learning now that close family members actually made that horrific discovery earlier this morning around 7. They say that they found Miss Kiara in her home with multiple gunshot wounds. It's not known at this time how many gunshot wounds, but we just know that she was shot multiple times. And also some more heartbreaking news. We're learning that she was 5 months pregnant. It happened right here at this home behind me. As you can see, we are on Carroll Drive here in Sumter. Again, just a very horrific story here. We're finding out that the victim was 25 years old. She was a graduate from Central Carolina Technical College. She just was penned last week, a nursing student. I mean, had so much ahead of her, so much life ahead of her, and it ended so tragically here. We don't know too many details about what led up to this shooting or what may have caused it.
Kind of knew her as a sweet, outgoing young lady. Always outside playing with her kids.
A very emotional scene late Monday as family and friends of 25-year-old Keyirra Walker gathered in front of her yard crying for a young life lost. Her neighbor Russell Williams in disbelief.
And she was in love to bring her little son over here, watch my dog, a little boy.
According to Sumter Police, Walker's family found her shot and killed around 7:45 Monday morning and called police. Authorities say she was 5 months pregnant and had 2 other children who were not home at the time.
Yes, I was shocked because when I left this morning, I took the kids to school. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. It just was a shock in the neighborhood.
Police don't have many details but believe the shooting is an isolated incident and believe Walker knew her killer. Williams says Monday morning's tragedy bringing back a pain he knows all too well.
About 2 years ago, my son also got killed, so I kind of understand what they're going through and grieve in the family. Something like that happened unexpected.
In the wake of this devastating tragedy, Walker's family bravely stepped forward to share memories of their beloved Keyirra and to shed light on the profound impact of this loss on their lives.
First at 6, a safety alert as the search for a murderer continues in Sumter. This comes a day after a 25-year-old mother, Keyirra Walker, and a woman who was 5 months pregnant was found dead in her home.
Sumter police now asking the public to come forward with information. Our investigative reporter Derek Rush has more after speaking with law enforcement and one of Walker's relatives.
Well, instructors who taught her at the nursing program here in Central Carolina described her as a resilient, hard worker. But back here at one of the family homes where relatives say she used to play regularly, Keyirra Walker was remembered as both a cousin and a beloved mother. Was gone too soon. She just graduated.
She always mentioned to us that she wanted to further her education.
And as the search for Keyirra Walker's killer continues,
That time,
her cousin Hakeem Drayton reflects on some of the fond memories.
oh man, some of the memories that we have, well, we practically all raised up in the house together. We would play outside. Back here in the yard, we used to have a swing set, but it's gone now. We used to play outside. But she really, really was a bright young lady.
Any information could be significant in it.
The Sumter Police Department urging the community to come forward, offering a $5,000 reward for any information leading to an arrest, in hopes of bringing justice to a mother who leaves behind 2 young children.
We've had an opportunity to speak with the family on yesterday and keeping open lines of communication.
So at this point, we're just going to continue to wrap our arms around Chastity and Tyler. As they go older, I'm pretty sure they want to know, but we're here to answer those questions for them.
Sumter police say an autopsy on Walker's body is expected to be performed on Wednesday. And they also say any information on a vehicle or any characteristics identifying the shooter can be sent anonymously via the Crime Stoppers hotline, which is 1-888-CRIME-SC.
Unfortunately, no updates have been provided regarding a potential suspect in this case. Walker's family and friends are overcome with heartbreak, sadness, and devastation at the thought of such a senseless act. As they begin to make arrangements for her funeral, we ask that you keep them in your thoughts and prayers. May Keyirra Walker rest in peace, and may justice swiftly prevail in this heartbreaking tragedy.